Well, here's the deal. The decision's been publicly made to start killing the dollar, so the private central banks can just create unlimited currencies themselves, bank to bank. There will be no recovery. There will be no jobs. That is their open plan, is to wreck our economy. The global carbon framework is meant to expand that. But you will get to be a cop who'll get to have the petty power to beat citizens to death. That's the only jobs that are going to be expanded, as bureaucrats and bloodsuckers and parasites. So enjoy that here in this Soviet America. And the public's a bunch of animals, too, so the police will actually be needed, too. So that's the genius of this system, turning everybody pure evil, teaching everybody torture and murder's good. Don't worry, everybody gets judged in this system. Everybody gets to get hurt. All you servants of evil, you're going to get to bathe in the cess you try to force us to live in. Here's Bloomberg today. Dollar falls as manufacturing grows. Oil, copper, gold rally. I wanted to bring Ted Anderson up briefly to tell you about today's gold and silver offer. He's still got gold way below what it's selling for, even though it's way up. And it's the only sane thing to do is to buy gold and silver, and this is a great place to do it. I've not seen deals better. You can check it out for yourself, but people probably rather have a 401k they're just going to take from you. So go ahead and do that. Hell, drink some fluoride while you're at it. Ted, tell folks about the offers you've got today.
Yeah, I sure will, and I'll just add in, if you want to kill the New World Order real fast, get away from their fiat currency and go to gold. That's the machine that finances what they're doing. But right now I have the franc at 236, British sovereigns are at 291. I presently have the $10 Liberty at $8.1850 and the Lakota coin at $22.30. Sorry about the walking liberties, they're sold. All I can say, Alex, is I had a little tiny opportunity here to get into gold in the 1,020 range. I was able to back off a little bit on those British sovereigns and francs because of it. But the market is definitely strong in gold and silver. The dollar's falling, just like you said. Today, gold up. I mean, it's up almost $12. It's been as high as 1,064 today. One of these times, it's going to break through that 1,060 level, and then next thing you know, you're going to be looking at 1,090, and we're going to be looking back at 1,060 and thinking, what a great buy that is. I wish I could get back to 900 and some an ounce. Could you imagine that? A year ago, I'd be thinking 900 and some is too much. You know, this is what's going on. The dollar's falling in value. We're losing purchasing power.
And, of course, we were right about all of that, but no one will listen. They love their world government. I mean, I just hope people will call and get the gold and silver. That's a fabulous deal. So you're saying gold you bought at the 1,020 level, even though it's up at 1,060 right now or close to it, you're saying that's going to be sold out soon?
Yeah, sure it is, of course, because I only have so many resources. I only can buy so much when the prices go down. And I wish people were smart enough to do the same, but people have a tendency to turn away from gold and silver.
No, they want fluoride. 1-800, but there are a lot of smart people out there that will take action. 1-800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. The brokers are there. They'll be there till midnight, Ted?
Yeah, we'll be here till midnight. We'll honor these transactions. So
800-686-2237. Gold's at $1,057.40 an ounce. Again, 800-686-2237. Ted, I hope people take advantage of this and at least get into silver and gold, because when the general public finally figures out they're killing the dollar, you're not going to be able to find gold and silver even if you got the money.
Well, the reason why the Federal Reserve System is so powerful is because they have the ability to print money. Get to gold. It takes that away from them.
Well, they also have a nation of self-satisfied idiots that think they're in control of everything and love being conned and screwed. More and more I realize the religion in America is worshiping slavery, worshiping weakness, worshiping being conned and defrauded. People would have listened to us 6 years ago, they'd have made almost 4 times their money back. 800-686-2237. When we start the next segment, I'm going to go into this abomination, the Copenhagen World Government Takeover Treaty. You can see the notes here of how many pages mention global government and how many pages mention global tax. This is our little glossary here. We're going to be going over this today. This will affect you 1 trillion times more than who wins the World Series in Series 4 last night. This will affect you 1 trillion times more than Madonna. 1 trillion times more than Michael Jackson, and This Is It. This will affect you 1 trillion times more than Tony Romo and the Cowboys. This is what matters. This is what's important. This is what will govern your life. This is the Hitlerian crap we're facing. The globalists look at the brain-damaged, mindless public, and they see animals that they're going to be able to have their way with. And I see a lot of damaged people, but I know we can resurrect something out of this, and there's enough thinkers still left who aren't on the bad guys' team to beat these people. But the crimes that have been committed against this species make my very fabric boil. I'm going to cover the global treaty when we come back. And then towards the end of the show, I want to illustrate how they take your dreams away and how they've turned many people into empty husk, how they literally steal your humanity away from you. And now they replace it with all their Madison Avenue Hollywood garbage. I want to see people's eyes alive with the fire of awakening and liberty and freedom and destiny. I want to see you reclaim your womanhood and your manhood and to stand up on your hind legs and to grow a spinal column and to understand what's going on around you and what's happening. I want you to govern your own destiny. I want you to be part of history on the side of good. But to do that, you first got to be able to recognize evil and get past denial. Once you get sold on a little bit of denial, you can't admit you're wrong. You're invested in the system. You're invested in the lies. So you keep going along with it, even though you got a sick feeling in your stomach, even though you know it's wrong. Join the rebellion against tyranny. Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. Come into the light. Past the point of no return. Pledge yourself to the fight against the forces of dehumanization and enslavement. And I promise that you'll have a lot of pain and great tumult and also a great adventure. But you will be fulfilled and you will be alive and you will no longer be afraid and you will no longer be cowardly, childlike people. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to cover this abomination right here on the GCN Radio Network. I'm Alex Jones, and I want Endgame and Follow the Republic to be seen by as many people. Every mind, every soul that we awaken is priceless. The globalists know that. Hey, folks.